one of the challenges we are facing at this time, both centers, both the boys and the girls, is after Form 4, then what? There was a time when we were absolutely certain if you can get this child to Form 4, enable them to perform well, and they make it to university, job done. They are taken care of. It's all now a matter of what effort they are willing to put in. They excel at their chosen area of professional training. They will find a placement in the world and they will do well. Sadly, that's no longer the case, and it is getting worse. With the rejigged university funding method, the fact is that a lot of our boys and girls face the very real possibility that they will not be able to take up their places in university. The government decided that they'll no longer have a flat rating for all university courses. They will actually charge fees for programs at university based on what those programs actually cost. Medicine at the University of Nairobi is 840,000 shillings a year. That's probably about $7,500 a year. In many cases, the government will be very generous and they will say, we are giving you a 95% scholarship. So we will pay 700,000 for you, but your family has to pay 140,000. Now imagine this is a child whose family could not pay high school fees. Now, even though they have a very generous scholarship from government, out of 840,000, they have 700,000. There is no way in the world they can raise the 140,000. So what happens? Either this child drops out of university or decides, I am going to go for a cheaper course. Not because they did not qualify for medicine, they worked for it, they earned it, they deserve it. Indeed, they should get it. But they will now go for something else that costs south of 200,000 shillings. Then they know their family probably has to raise only 20 or 30,000 shillings. There is a possibility they can raise that. So we have a case here where a really brilliant young person who would have done well in medicine, been an outstanding doctor, now has to surrender that. It's not just, it's not right, and it's not good for this nation.
So there's a huge need that we need to meet. And for me, in the role that I'm playing, is to identify organizations that will walk the journey with a student from Form 1 to Form 4, then the 2 years, the gap year, and then the 4 years after that. Because I believe that is the way we'll break the cycle of poverty, because it pains us when you have students who finish high school and then they lack sponsors in the university, and they come back and we can see the despair in them. And imagine what that does to all the other siblings and the family that are looking up to this boy or to this girl. So the challenge that I pray we're able to meet is not only increase the number of sponsors, but also work with sponsors that can work with the students for many more years. And they will see the change that will do in the lives of the beneficiaries that they support.
So I'm hoping that this can become a program that can be picked up, so that instead of just seeing them for 4 years, we see them also for the other 4 years of university education, and that one we'll appreciate.
So what we're calling upon, actually, the biggest challenge, the unmet need that we're looking at and that's gaping at us, is once we sponsor a child from high school and they're done with high school, what happens next? That's where we want to fill that gap. So we're looking forward to having sponsorships and donors who can carry a child from all the way from high school and all the way into university, and to launch them into the society. Because what's the use of actually sponsoring a young person into high school and then them falling into the cracks of the society, not being able to complete their education and being launched as a citizen into the society?
I would really like to make a very direct and heartfelt appeal to all Starehians that are associated with the foundation, and every other person that would really love to impact the life of a young person, their family, their communities, to support the foundation. I know the foundation does have fundraising drives in various forms from time to time. I urge all of us that can, both Starehians and non-Starehians, to rise up to those calls when they are made. The resources so raised, like I said, will make a huge difference in the life of a young person.
You're not just giving, you're investing. You're investing in the legacy of Dr. Geoffrey William Griffin, who founded Starehe many years ago and has left it to us, his sons and daughters, to enhance and ensure the legacy of his work lives on. So I invite you to partner with the Starehe Foundation in North America to invest in the legacy of transformational education in Kenya and in Africa.